Alright, so today we're going to be talking about something different. This is a list that has some of the best teams on it, which I'll also make a tier list, like a full tier list at some point, um, with all the teams and all the stuff. But for now, I wanted to talk about just what are the worst teams, because this is just like the three best strategies right now, which is basically double down, team plus jinx, 2x assist with echo, and you also freeze off. Those are like pretty commonly seen as the three best strategies right now, and there's a bunch of teams with them. But today we're going to be starting a different tier list. A tier list with the worst teams possible. Let's start by thinking of the worst. This is not going to be objective, by the way. No one has labbed any of these bad teams. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll do some separate categories, yeah. So I'll think about like the worst. Let's talk about, let's say this. What are the worst team period? Then what is the best two characters that synergize the worst? So let's write these down. Worst teams period. Then it's just like worst team overall. Count averaging fuses. Then it's like Unfun Teams, worst synergy for top tiers. I think these are probably the more interesting categories, right? So let's start with the lowest tier. What are the worst synergies for top tiers, right? And then let me make a mock tier list real quick, so we just have that for reference. This is not accurate. Who cares? This is just like, you know, overall. Echo still has to be number one. Okay. So, what's the worst team you can make out of these with top tiers? So, if we go by this, I don't think there's a single awful combination here. Like Teemo Echo, like if you just include the top four, I don't think there's a single truly bad combination. The worst is probably Yasuo Ari double assist. That's probably the worst synergy that I can think of. Or maybe no. I know what the worst team is. The worst team relative to how good they are is Yasuo Echo double down. That is like awful fucking synergy, bro. Like, why would you ever play that? I also think Yasuo Ari double assist is really bad. Because Yasuo and Ari both had double assist issues, basically. And obviously double win wall is trash. So let's look at that. Double assist with Ari, yeah. Let's try to combine it though. Let's try to go a little further. So, if we then look at the top four with anyone here, what are the below? What are the worst tiers? So, basically, we're looking at any top tier with any bad character. What are the worst teams? What's Yasuo's worst team? Yasuo's worst team is probably Braum. Yeah, it's that. It's definitely Braum. Actually, it's 100% Braum. So Yasuo Braum, we can move here. If I can find it. This is the problem with having every team. What would the worst fuse be? Yasuo Braum double down. Yeah, easily double down. Mind you, I'm not using Sidekick and I'm not using Juggernaut for this. We'll think about that last. Okay, where is Yasuo Braum? Yasuo. Yeah, Yasuo Braum, and then we have to find double down too. There's so many fucking teams, bro. I'm getting sick. I can't find them. Here. No? Fuck. That's. There we go. That has to be the worst. If we then look at Ari, what's Ari's worst partner? Ari's worst partner is probably Warwick, I think. Because Ari synergizes really well with Blitz, with Braum, with Jinx, with Alawi, with Darius, and with Vi. Yeah, Ari's worst team is probably Warwick. That team is not actually bad though, is the thing. That team actually has some weird synergies. The main issue with that team, in my opinion, is that there's not an amazing fuse. Cause Freestyle's probably the best one, but my main issue is basically that, like, for how flexible Ari is, she does not provide what Warwick really needs, which is, you know, like combo assistance and like tag launching out of the corner so Warwick can keep corner. And Ari, an amazing trait for Ari is that she can always, from basically any hit, go into her Oki, right? As long as you can tag launch her into her. And Warwick is like the worst character in the game at tag launching late, like into Ari. All right, let's look at the worst Teemo team. Teemo's kind of hard too, because Teemo's good in a lot of different ways. Teemo's good with Braum. Teemo's actually low-key good with Blitz. I think the worst team for Teemo is actually Jinx. I think Jinx and Teemo just lose too hard to Yasuo. And they don't really have a good fuse either. But this team is also not bad, by the way. Let's just do Teemo Jinx. Then if we look at Yasuo's, oh no, we already looked at it. This is the real problem. Who the fuck is bad with Echo, man? It's like a joke, because Braum's best team, which is like a high tier team, is with Echo. Same thing with Blitz. Same thing with Jigs. Same thing with Alawi, Darius. Literally, if you look at this character, like everyone below S, there's not even an argument for who the best partner is. Like, Echo Vi is definitely the best partner. This Echo Warwick, Echo Darius, Echo Alawi, Jinx. I guess Jinx. No, Jinx you could argue Warwick. Sorry, Yasuo, I think, or Ari. But Blitz you could also argue Ari. And same with Braum. But like, yeah, I don't know. I actually have no idea. I'm gonna say Braum, because I think Echo. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Braum because I think Echo Blitz has like really underrated synergy. Echo Braum double down. But that's not even a bad team. Fuck it. I'm just gonna take this one. It doesn't matter which fuse. Echo's good in every fuse too. Echo Yasuo team literally have this? No. Like, dude, Yasuo Braum is like just outright terrible synergy. Same thing with some Teemo teams. Like Teemo Blitz is not even comparable to Teemo Echo, Teemo Ari. Okay, so that's all the top 4 ranked. Yeah, that's fine. So let's go on to the next thing, which is like, in general, what is the worst synergy team? Not like worst in general, but just like which characters do not work together whatsoever. Right? This might be a controversial one. I think this is also this is Blitz Jinx, I think. No? Darius Blitz? Or maybe a Warwick team. Who would Warwick be terrible with? Yeah, I think Warwick Braum. I think Warwick Braum or Jinx Blitz. I'm gonna go Jinx Blitz. I'm gonna go Jinx Blitz. That just sounds terrible. But fuck, that's not even bad, dude. The Killsage played that against me in Evil Friends, and it wasn't even bad. But it's such a bad Jinx team. It is like an unbelievably bad Jinx team. I I I want to say Blitz Braum, but I can't because of other things. That's a team that's gonna come up later. Maybe it'll go to Warwick Braum. But that's not true either because Warwick is just really good for Braum. No. I'm gonna go Jinx Blitz. Jinx Blitz. That team like only really has combo synergy. It has like it has combo synergy, and you can play Blitz with Rocket pretty good, but it has really bad synergy outside of that. Warwick Alawi? No, Warwick Alawi is pretty good synergy. Teemo Darius? Nah. That team's probably nasty. You could also make an argument for some Yasuo teams, I think. Like Yasuo Braum. I didn't consider that. Is Yasuo... Yeah, no, Yasuo Braum is fucking worse. I'm capping. It's Yasuo... It's Yasuo Braum. That's just the worst energy in the game. And then... But then we have to find another bad Yasuo team for the top tier. Yasuo does not work well with... Vi. Yeah. I think Vi is pretty bad synergy with Yasuo. No? Yeah. Let's just do that. For like, considering how good both characters are. And that team is still pretty good, especially for freestyle, but like... Like, Vi does not need Yasuo assist at all. Okay. I guess we'll put Blitz Jinx up here as honorable mentions. So what's Unfun Teams? Unfun Teams is just like... They're both good, but they don't like do anything for each other. And I think Teemo Darius is a great shout for this. Teemo Darius is just one of those teams where like... Yeah, they're both good, so it works. But like, why? You know? What other teams comes to mind? I would say Warwick Braum. I thought, as someone who actually has played Warwick with like Blitz, I actually think that team is fun. I think Warwick Braum is really boring. Like, it's not unplayable by any means. It's just really stale and dry. What other teams have like really awkward synergy? Jinx Braum is low-key kind of fun. I think Jinx Darius is another shout. And I think that's about it. Oh, Vi Blitz. Dude, I forgot about this. This team has awful fucking synergy. This team is so boring. Now, let's put these two as like bad. No, let's put them unfun. Because like Vi just doesn't need the mix. How many teams you putting on the shit? A lot of them. Now we're 3 out of 5 done. Okay, so now we're just gonna be talking about what are the absolute worst teams. So worst teams period is combination between a particularly bad fuse combined with bad synergy. And worst team overall is just like, is there any team that just like cannot be saved? Worst teams period. Yeah, worst team period is probably. What would I rank here? I mean, it has to be Blitz Braum, no? Blitz Braum with Double Down? They have like decent Double Down energy, no? What do you think? No, yeah, it's gotta be Blitz Braum. That's just like 2 grapplers too in a game that where like you already kind of struggle to get in as 1 grappler. I think this is probably the single worst team, which is not that bad. I've actually met people in Grandmaster, yeah, playing this too. There's some like funny synergy and combos. Like I've seen that during Braum's like super that puts him in ice, he would tag Blitz and like do full charge steam and shit. It's just like this team versus like Teemo and Jinx. It's just like too bad. Like they have some tiny synergy, but like it's still probably the worst just because it's the 2 worst characters combined. I also think Jinx, Braum. No, sorry. Jinx Blitz has an argument, but it's probably not the worst team. I'm trying to think. Is there any other team I can be like, yeah, this team is just fucking awful? No. I don't think so. I don't think there's another team that I would say is like awful. Oh. Darius Blitz is shit. It's not that bad, but it's definitely not a good team. I think Darius Blitz has like some of the absolute worst like synergy, because Darius and Blitz, like Darius wants to put bleed on you and just like make you keep blocking, and Blitz has like the worst block strength in the game, right? Like Blitz wants to either command grab you instantly, or he wants to like do like 2 buttons and then try to command grab you again. Like he's really bad at keeping you blocking, and his assist also doesn't really help that much with keeping people blocking forever. So what is the worst teams overall? Averaging fuses. This is a pretty hard one, I think, because like you have to keep in mind 3. I think Darius Blitz should be mentioned here again. That just doesn't make sense as a team at all. Warwick Blitz is actually fine. I mean, again, I would put Braum Darius here too. Let's Braum Blitz here again. Let's just put them here too. Oops. It's kind of hard to like think of truly bad teams. I'm just like looking through here, kind of stun locked. Vi Braum? No, probably not. Let me think of some bad, maybe bad Warwick teams. Warwick with Braum, that's really bad. Yeah, we should mention that, like, again, Warwick Braum. It's so hard to find characters, man. I'm not going to mention Warwick Blitz. I actually think that team is low-key a lot better than it should be. While still being bad, don't get me wrong. Warwick Braum. Chat, do you have any suggestions? Braum Malawi? I don't think so. I think Braum Blitz has like awful synergy. But Braum Malawi has fine synergy. I think Jinx Braum might be there. I don't know. I'm gonna put Vi Braum here actually. Or sorry, yeah. Vi Blitz. I think that seems really bad. Because one of the issues is that like they both just have so much enter synergy with what you want to do. Like Vi is a really good character for mix-ups, but she cannot mix with from restand well at all. It's not like probably one of the worst teams, but it's like definitely there's like no fuse that saves it either and shit. Where is Braum Vi? Sorry, Braum Blitz. Vi Blitz. Vi Blitz is where? Whereeth. There we go. You probably do play freestyle for this team, by the way. I just put it out. Okay, worst team period is Braum Blitz. Who would be the second worst team? Probably Blitz Jinx. Is it? No, I think it's Darius Blitz. Is it? I don't know. This is so hard. Yeah, Darius Blitz, that's awful. It's probably the second worst team. But it's like a far second. It's a far, far second. Keep in mind, by the way, these teams are all like... This is all like super inaccurate, I'm sure. Because no one plays these teams, so it's like almost impossible to know. Just keep that in mind. Like, if you play one of these teams and you're not at top level, like, you're still fine. What was the worst fuse here? I mean, the worst fuse has to be... Double Down. Like, most of these teams are actually completely fine and better than many good teams at low levels, just because they're easy. But at top level, some of the synergies just, like, not working really gets bad. Did I already mention... Did I already mention... Oh, yeah. I already have it here. Okay, I'm gonna put Braum Blitz here, and then I'll put double assist. I don't know, I'll just do freestyle. Fuck it. I don't want to find them again. If I can find them again. Ugh. Oh no! Wait. Wait. Worst synergy? Period. Let's think about Psychic for a minute. Let's think about Psychic. What's the worst sidekick character? Like the worst character at supporting someone. In case you did want to play sidekick. Blitz is pretty good, because he has restand and you don't have to play him. The worst sidekick character... It's not Yasuo, right? Is it? Because Yasuo's a really broken super assist, and you can use your super assist a lot. What is the worst sidekick character? Like to have as the assist. Is it Ari? Ari Super Assist is truly whatever. But her supers are good. Yeah, her supers are really good for Psychic, actually. So is Jinx supers. Oh, it's Vi. It's Vi. Yeah, it's Vi. It's Vi. Okay, so who's the worst with Vi? Because Vi Super Assist is bad, and her assists are bad. Who would be the worst with Vi Assist? Who has the worst energy with Vi Assist? Teemo. Yeah. That has to be the worst energy. With Psychic. Yeah, this is like awful fucking synergy for Psychic. Okay, and then let's just talk about who the worst characters are with Juggernaut. Interesting shout is that the most nerfed fuse combination in the game's history is far and away Juggernaut Blitzcrank. Juggernaut Blitzcrank was the best Juggernaut character, and because he had unblockable loops. And now it's like bad. It's like one of the worst. But I think it has to be Braum, right? Juggernaut Braum has to be miserable. Because his entire thing is just like... It like depends on having an assist. I think I'm pretty happy with this for now. Let me know if you guys would want to see me play any of these teams to like Challenger. Let me know if you want me to revisit this topic later. Want to be more characters? What teams do you guys hate or like just have awful synergy? There's some really frustrating synergies in this game, but I think overall, for a team game, you can play most characters with most, given that you're willing to swap fuses. It's pretty cool. Anyway, see you guys later.